Okay, gonna do rear shocks, 2011 Corvette. Okay, what you need to do is jack it up and support it properly. And then you need to put a jack stand on it, the lower ball joint in the back, and put some pressure on it to relieve the suspension. And then I'm gonna take out the 2 bolts for the upper mount, the 13s. 1, 2. They look like these. Come right out. And then you want to remove the lower bolt. It's a 24mm nut and bolt, okay? Pull right out. It's loose. Now we'll have to collapse it and get it out of there. Okay, you need to remove the rear tie rod end. It's an 18mm for the nut. Tap on the knuckle with the hammer. Try not to hit your fender or your rotor. But instead, I smacked it square on top and popped the taper. So now I turned the wheel in, picked up the tie rod, picked it up over all this and pushed it back there. So now I got a little bit more access to come in and out of that really fast, because once you relieve the pressure on, once you let go of that shock after you collapse it, because it's gas charged, it's gonna wanna expand. What you want to do is collapse it and hurry up, release, and push it up over the forks of it, get it out of there, and pull it out. And that's it. Now all you need to do is put that bracket in a vise to hold it and remove your upper nut. And that's a 15mm. Sometimes it helps to put a little heat on them, so it just keeps on spinning. Let me get that kind of time. So I'll get it warmed up and give it a shot again. All right, took some heat. I got it though. Just be careful of this rubber bushing flinging around and spraying rubber on you, burn you. Okay, put the new shock inside there with your bushings and your washer. Make sure you center the bushing inside your little bracket. Put your other bushing on and your washer and your nut. Tighten it up while you're holding it centered. And the nut bottoms out onto the shaft. And that basically looks like with the bushing smashed a little bit. So you can't over tighten on this particular one, because you can't over smash them because they bottom out. Okay? The bottom out against the threads right there. And that's the way the front ones were too. I didn't realize, but anyway. Okay. Okay. So they want you to torque that to 19 foot-pounds, whatever. All right. So now you can put that back up there. You got a little boot cover. You can put that on there. All right, now you can, pretty sure you got to install the top first and then push the bottom up in there. All right, put your bottom bolt in first and put your nut on. And then go ahead and line up the top ones. Get them both in there with your fingers. And next you need to do is snug them up on the top. Snug them up, and then you want to tighten them. Tighten the top 2 bolts to 22 foot-pounds. And tighten the bottom one at 160 foot-pounds, okay? Before you tighten the bottom one, what you need to do is put the vehicle weight on the suspension. So it's acting like it's at ride height, okay? And that's when you tighten that bolt. Because if you tighten it when it's down like that, and then you come up to ride height, you're twisting that bushing. It's in that lower control arm, and you'll cause it to prematurely go out too soon. So I'm going to tighten those 2 up, and I'm going to lower the vehicle down on my jack stand best I can, and then I'm going to tighten that bolt. Okay, got my bolt tightened 160 foot-pounds. Got it at right height because my support is loose over here. put my tie rod in on. If this ball stud turns on you, then you just gotta get a pry bar and push up on the tie rod to force it in there to keep it from turning. And you can tighten the nut. And tighten the nut to like 60 foot-pounds. And that's good. So we're all set on this side. So now all you gotta do is raise it up. Okay. Now I can go do the other side. And once you get the other side all done, then that's it. And that's how you do your rear shocks, okay? And then you gotta put your tires on, and you need to torque those to 100 foot-pounds, and make sure you do that when it's on the ground. Double check them when it's on the ground. And that's it, and that's how you do your rear shocks. If I helped you out doing these rear shocks, hopefully you can help me out by subscribing, and I appreciate it. Thank you.